Dear friends, this is Dr. Vijay Alexander from MAG TNPSC Academy. Let us discuss key current affairs for December 31st, 2024. As a precursor to sending humans into space, the PSLV C-60 rocket successfully launched into space within with the twin spacecraft SpaceX. The rocket was launched at 10 p.m. from the launch pad at the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and placed the spacecraft into Earth's orbit as planned. Considering future needs, the Indian Space Research Organisation (ISRO) has decided to establish an Indian research station in space called the Bharatiya Antariksha Station by 2035. The first phase of spacecraft for this project is scheduled to be launched in 2028. ISRO is currently engaged in preparatory activities for this project. As part of this, under the SpaceX project, spacecraft docking technology is being developed in the space. For this purpose, ISRO designed the SpaceX A and SpaceX B spacecraft with private sector participation. The PSLV C-60 rocket was used to launch these spacecraft into space. Each of these twin spacecraft weighs 220 kg. In the next 2 weeks, efforts will be made to dock these orbiting spacecraft together. This technology will be used for astronauts to transfer from one spacecraft to another and refuel in space. A successful experiment named POEM was conducted on the final stage of the PSLV rocket PS4 engine. Specifically, the PS4 engine was shut down twice and restarted, lowering its altitude by 365 km. The engine carried 24 research instruments developed by Indian research and educational institutions. These instruments will conduct studies related to physics, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology while orbiting Earth over the next few months, according to ISRO. The Indian Ministry of Defence signed two agreements worth Rs 2,867 crore with companies from India and France. These agreements aim to enhance the endurance of submarines and improve their capability to destroy enemy warships. An air-independent propulsion plug which generates electricity without requiring atmospheric oxygen will help submarines operate underwater for extended durations. The Defense Research and Development Organization has signed an agreement worth Rs 1990 crore with Masakan Dock Shipbuilders to develop the AIP plug for its AIP system. A second contract worth approximately Rs 877 crore was signed with France Naval Group. This agreement involves integrating heavy-duty torpedoes with India's Calvary class submarines, as stated by the Ministry of Defence. The Income Tax Department denied reports claiming that facial recognition data collected through the DigiYatra app would be used to track tax evaders. The DigiYatra app is managed by the DigiYatra Foundation, a non-governmental entity, and is used at various airports nationwide. Airline passengers can download the app, register their data using Aadhaar based verification, and enjoy a seamless quick airport experience without waiting in long queues. The app continuously stores encoded data, but it is not a data repository. The app only stores travel related data that passengers voluntarily register. Once a passenger uninstalls the app from their mobile phone, all their registered data is completely erased, according to the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Senior IPS officer Vidul Kumar has been appointed as the new Director General of the Central Reserve Police Force. Around 1.20 lakh flights operate globally every day. With assets worth rupees 931 crore, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has been identified as the wealthiest Chief Minister in India, while West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, with assets worth rupees 15 lakh, has the least wealth, according to a report by the Association for Democratic Reforms. The total asset value of all 31 chief ministers from 28 states and 3 union territories, Delhi, Puducherry and Jammu and Kashmir, amounts to rupees 1630 crore as of 2023-24. India's per capita income is rupees 1,85,854, while the average per capita income of chief ministers stands at rupees 13,64,310. The per capita income of chief ministers is 7.3 times higher than the national per capita income. Criminal cases have been registered against 13 chief ministers in the country. Reports suggest that the Supreme Court Collegium is considering a recommendation against appointing close relatives of judges as High Court judges. 40 years after the 1984 Bhopal gas tragedy in Madhya Pradesh, the removal of toxic waste from the abandoned factory site has begun. On the night between December 2nd and 3rd, 1984, a leak of methyl isocyanate gas occurred at the Union Carbide pesticide plant in Bhopal. The gas leak resulted in 5,479 deaths and long-term health issues for over 5 lakh people, including disabilities and chronic illness. Due to this disaster, approximately 337 metric tons of toxic waste remained at the inactive factory site for 40 years. Women's rights and legal provisions. The Suppression of Immoral Traffic Act 1956 prohibits trafficking women into prostitution. The Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, the Protect of Women from Harassment Act 1998, the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act 2013. The Visakha guidelines define sexual harassment including following women against their will, making gestures or using sexual suggestive words, taking photographs of women without consent, harassing women through phone calls or emails, physical or non physical teasing, all of which are punishable offences. As of September 2024, India's external debt stands at rupees 60.53 lakh crore. During the second quarter, that is July to September of the current financial year, India's economic growth GDP dropped to 5.4%, the lowest in 7 quarters. GDP growth in the first half of the financial year was recorded at 6%. The gross non-performing assets of 37 commercial banks in India declined to 2.6% in September 2024 As per the Reserve Bank of India's financial report, the liquidity coverage ratio of banks declined from 135.7% in September last year to 128.5% this year. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin inaugurated the expansion of the Pudumai Pen scheme, which provides rupees 1000 per month to female students in government aided schools. He also inaugurated a rupees 37 crore glass sky walk bridge in Kanyakumari, connecting the Vivekananda Rock Memorial and the Thiruvalluvar statue. Thank you.